Adolf Hitler once said, "If men wish to live, then they are forced to kill others." Renowned for his emotionally charged speeches, he is credited for being a masterful orator, whose processions often illuminated the ground with torches and fireworks. A famous historian and psychologist, Henry Murray, described Adolf Hitler's body language, use of exaggerated gestures, intense eye contact, and dynamic body movements as tools that enhanced his rhetoric and captivated audiences. In the book The Face of Battle, historian John Keegan also describes Hitler's body language paired with his oratorical skills that gave him the mesmeric quality which even hypnotized listeners. This underscored the importance of nonverbal communication in shaping public preference and influence. During a memorable family trip to France, I was accompanied by my friend's family, who had called France their home for the past 3 years. After a day of exploration, we sat at a local restaurant featuring the classic French cuisine. As I savored every bite, I instinctively made this gesture, pinching my thumb and index finger to show how good the food was, only to be met with disapproving looks from my friend, her mother, even the waitress. Confused, I later learned that though I stood there trying to tell, "Wow, that was a delicious entree," the people in the restaurant mistook my gesture as a sign of low quality, insignificance, and worthlessness. That embarrassing moment taught me the importance of cultural nuances in nonverbal communication. Because in India, this gesture is usually used for approval or agreement, much like the thumbs up sign. It's used to say that everything's okay without any negative connotations attached. Quite in contrast to the French context, where this gesture is usually used for worthlessness, low quality, or insignificance. According to the Society of Human Resource Management Foundation, it's not just France, but many other countries like Italy, Turkey, and Greece who have similar beliefs about this gesture. That day, I learnt a lesson that though gestures might look very similar and insignificant, they hold huge and drastic values and a huge impact on the listeners. In a survey conducted by Haley Stanton through Quiet Connections, surveying the extent of social anxiety and problems faced by people when they communicate, highlighted that 97% of people face the problem of ineffective communication. It revealed that 1 in 10 people are socially anxious and 2 in 5 people just consider themselves to be shy. This refrains them from communicating effectively with people. Cultural anthropologist Edward T. Hall brought forward the idea of proximity or proxemics, how our location in various settings affects nonverbal communication. It talks about how we subconsciously arrange the area around us into different layers. Much like how we keep people in different zones based on how comfortable we feel around them. This proximity also justifies the trust or relationship that we share with people. Another inseparable component of communication lies in kinesics, also known as body language. This encompasses your body posture, eye contact, facial expressions, touch, and tone to reveal the general intention behind communicating. Dr. Paul Ekman, a pioneer in the study of emotions and facial expression, stated a very beautiful fact. The human face is incredible because it has the capability to express 10,000 different expressions, each containing a wealth of information. According to the Pew Research Center, 60 to 70% of young adults face the problem of ineffective communication. And this ineffectiveness rises with the disconnect between proximity and kinesics. So, establishing a connection between the two can surely help resolve this issue, right? Of course, legends like Charlie Chaplin and Mr. Bean have used this to refine their art, to evoke laughter and tears without uttering a word. Now, that's the power of nonverbal communication, right? By harnessing the power of proximity and body language, one can forge deeper connection with others. This unspoken bond is not just limited to certain personalities, but also extends to silent films. Have you seen Pushpak or The Gold Rush and the way they've managed to hook our attention throughout? This unspoken bond between proximity and kinesics is highly interrelated because the physical distance that we maintain and the gestures we make together shape the effectiveness in communication. A book by Ginny A. Harrigan, namely the Nonverbal Behavior Research, tells us quite an interesting fact that as the proximity between two individuals increases, the gestures become receptive, relaxed, and softer. But as this proximity increases, our gestures become expansive, elaborative, and for a bigger audience. To summarize, we can say that as a person starts invading the proximity bubble, our gestures become less expansive and subtler. And this reduction in gestures signify the need for a more controlled environment, telling us about the increased attentiveness and emotional connection that we share with people. So the next time you find yourself crammed up in a lift or a car that feels like a real-life game of Tetris, take a moment and observe the nonverbal drama unfolding as you watch someone carving out their personal space or another one secretly planning their escape like an undercover agent. It's practically a reality show as you watch someone secretly avoiding eye contact or another one in their most impressive statue pose. Who needs a prize when surviving that claustrophobic ride is the true victory? Or maybe, just maybe, you find yourself tuning in to the silent conversation happening in that confined space where body speaks louder than words. It's an unspoken battle for comfort, space, and sanity. Thank you.